between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield will find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down there by Terrace Marshall Jr., who was surprisingly sparingly used by Carolina's rookie season. They still see a starter that they took in the 2nd round, but they're certainly going to make him earn his reps in a deep receiver room.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson off play action. Out to his left. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watson on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 43 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Browns 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield down. Trying to fit it in the ball, but it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
But, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Able to find Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They'll try and run the option left side. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And trouble trying the middle here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run, run, run.
2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. That's to Marshall on the quick slant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, alert! King!
Now Mayfield. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now Mayfield. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard, 34 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brandon Smith, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Browns drive about to get started. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.